Upper90studios.com.
Upper90studios.com. Today's podcast number 17 for Monday, January 23rd, 2012.
Two great matches this week. Manchester City versus Spurs and Arsenal versus Manchester United.
Man City versus Tottenham. What happened? First of all, I thought that game was pretty much boring, except for 10 minutes.
Why did you even bother watching the first half?
The first half was a snooze fest.
It was horrible.
Terrible.
It was.
I'm angry. I'm angry at Harry Redknapp.
Why?
Here's a chance for Tottenham to be real title contenders. City is just staying back, and they're waiting. They're inviting Tottenham. And what do? Nothing. They don't do anything. You have Van der Vaart, you have Luka Modric, and you have Scott Parker in the middle, and they're completely controlling the game, but they're not pushing forward. Why? Go at them. You have no company. You have no Yaya Toure. The heart is gone. And yet they push, they enforce Gareth Bale. They force Aaron Lennon.
I disagree with everything you just said.
Why?
It comes down to one player. Adebayor. Not playing. Defoe is no Adebayor. Yeah. Defoe is no Adebayor. And he had 3 points in his freaking foot. And he blew it. He blew it!
He did blow it.
3 freaking points!
How does he sleep at night?
I don't understand. Did you see that? We're going to get to that goal.
Well, we'll get to that.
Miss.
We'll get to that.
But, my God.
That's the season for... Potentially, that's the season for Tottenham.
Exactly.
Because of one miss.
That was the game to determine if they're contenders. They're not contenders. Sorry, Spurs fans. You're out.
And it kills Manchester United as well.
Yes.
Because it would have put them even on points.
Right.
And this way, they squeak out a win. A tough win.
Right. What I like is United is going to have to go through City to win the championship this year. And you know what? That's good. That's good for the game. Unfortunately, Spurs and Arsenal, and we're going to get to that too, they proved that they're not title contenders this year, and neither is Chelsea.
Yeah, and like I said,
it's a Manchester race, and that's the way it played out.
Mancini got the strategies right, the tactics, and Harry Redknapp was terrible. Terrible strategy, because he had no idea that they have Stefan Savic.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But listen, they could have put that game away. They could have put that game away and took the 3 points home.
I'd rather have Johnny Evans than Stefan Savic. What a terrible player. Let's talk about the goals.
All right.
10 minutes, 4 goals. Unbelievable.
Yeah. Well, 1-0, starting with that first goal.
Incredible pass from David Silva.
Incredible everything from David Silva in the middle.
You sold him on your fantasy Premier League team.
I got rid of him.
Nice move.
Well, you know.
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to last all season, but he's been terrific so far.
Anyway, it was a good finish from Nasri.
Yeah, no, I don't mean getting hurt. I mean, he's just going to tire out.
Well, yeah. But it was a good finish from Nasri.
No, it was a super finish from Nasri. It was probably the best thing he's done on this team so far.
It was a very important goal.
It was a great finish.
Open the scoring there.
Yeah, and, but I mean, Silva, that was just a killer pass. I mean,
unbelievable.
He just owned that midfield.
It's vintage David Silva.
Right.
It's how you think he plays, is what he did right there.
Right. That was the exact opposite of what the second goal was, which was scrap.
Yeah, it was scrappy, but it was a Tottenham. Tottenham was sleeping. But the thing about that goal is that I'm a big fan of Dzeko.
Yeah.
It was Nasri's corner, and Dzeko's sitting there. He makes a run to the near post, and he flicks the ball back to a dangerous position.
Yep.
This guy does all the dirty little things. He might not get a lot of credit, and he might go under the radar a bit. But for me, he is an incredible player. Highly underrated.
Yeah.
And he's underrated by England, the media, and by Mancini.
Well, Mancini destroyed him. I mean, he had a fantastic freaking beginning of the season.
Yeah, and then he scores 4 goals and he benched him.
And he benched him. Yeah, and that was it. He ruined him. He ruined Dzeko.
It's 2-0, and I'm thinking it's over at this point.
No. I figured Tottenham was going to get angry.
They didn't get angry. The City fans were up for it then. I was like, this is going to be a rout now. And what happens? Stefan Savic. That's what happens. I mean, I think it was Kabul, who's another player who I think is unbelievable too. Yeah. I like this guy too.
Yeah,
he's a great
said
player.
That before.
Yeah, he's awesome. He dinks like he hits a long, low, hard ball right through the middle, and Savic, he heads it straight to Defoe.
Yeah.
who doesn't even break stride.
No,
He just goes- he
it
just
was a
keeps
good
running.
run. It was a good run, though. I mean,
And he called for it.
Yeah, he believed in it.
He called for it. If you see the replay from
Right.
the back,
Yeah.
from Hart's view,
Yeah.
from Joe Hart's view, you could see Defoe calling for it from Kabul,
Right.
and of course he gets the assist from Savic. But
I mean, it was the one good thing he did all game.
let me ask you a question.
What?
If you had to pick between Johnny Evans and Stefan Savic, who do you pick?
Crap. What's behind door number 3?
Exactly. Oh, Giroud from Arsenal. Oh my, that's a nightmare as well. Yeah, I had a poll. I created a poll on our website.
Yeah.
For people to vote, and it was who's the worst Premier League defender between Evans and Savic, and then something else happened in the news today in the Premier League, so I had to change it up real quick.
What was it?
Balotelli, he got charged.
Oh, jeez.
He got
Well, I
charged
figured that
for,
was coming.
Well, I didn't at all. Anyway, we'll get to
You
that.
didn't. Are you kidding me?
No.
Was he the only one?
We'll talk. Let's
We're
talk.
gonna talk about
no.
that.
Let's just wait.
All right.
Be patient.
I didn't read the news, so I haven't seen anything today. I've been busy.
Yeah. Oh, you haven't?
Oh, I haven't read anything today.
Well, he got charged by the FA.
Okay.
And he's getting 4 games. If he appeals, he gets to play against Liverpool, but he's going to get extra games.
Right. All right. Well, we were in the third goal. Good run by Defoe.
Yeah, Mancini's laughing. He's having a laugh.
Right.
But he wasn't laughing 5 minutes later.
Nope.
When Gareth Bale, the rocket,
Yeah.
placement,
Who's
skill,
going to
everything.
pick him up? Is anybody going to pick up this guy? Everybody's talking about Luka Modric in the offseason. That's the only talk you ever heard. Why did somebody not make a move for freaking Bale? What
I
a
don't know.
player.
He's got it all. He's got the speed. He's got skill. But he's got no right foot, though. That is a weakness.
He doesn't need one. His left foot makes up for it.
Yeah, Ryan Giggs doesn't need one either.
He's super. Yeah. All right. Well, right after that goal, and that made things interesting. That really shook Manchester City, in my opinion.
That really halted their charge there.
And you can tell because then, I don't know if you noticed, but Lescott with a Muay Thai elbow to Kabul. Your poor guy.
Noticed that.
He knocked your Kabul out.
I didn't think
that guy's a freaking monster.
I couldn't believe that happened.
Yeah. It was a Muay Thai. It was like like a Van Damme.
It was like a jumping, flying
It was
elbow
awesome.
to the chin. And
Did he get charged? That's why, I didn't read the
Nothing.
news. But
Nothing.
he's got to get charged.
It
That's
was
a red
worse.
card.
It was worse than Balotelli's
Oh,
stamp.
I don't think so.
We'll get to that.
It was obvious, though. I mean, that's
was
a red
bad.
card.
I mean, he jumps off the ground and just swings his elbow at Kabul's face, which I can't believe he went down like that.
That dude that's a big dude. That's a hard dude to take down.
I couldn't believe that.
Yeah, Lescott's a big dude, too. So
That's true. I mean, he come flying. I mean, they were both going at each other 100 miles an hour. And
that's a Crouching Dragon, whatever that movie was.
yeah, but
elbow.
then Balotelli comes on, immediately gets a yellow, and then, of course, the incident. There's always
Why
one.
is anybody freaking surprised? Why always him?
Why, you know what? You know another thing? Howard Webb. How does he miss these controversial plays every single time?
I don't know. I'll be honest with you. When I first saw it, I didn't see the stomp.
Me neither.
I saw him trip. I saw him hit him, but I didn't see him. I didn't see him stomp.
When I saw it live, I didn't think it was a problem.
No.
The more you see it,
Right.
the worse it looks.
Right.
To the point where you are angry.
Yeah.
And
I mean, he
want
stomps
something.
on his head. I mean, that could have, a cleat can go through his freaking head.
It could go through his temple.
It's terrible.
What if it's not the back of his head? What
Right.
if it's his face and it gouges him in the eye?
Or his eye, yeah.
He's gone. He's blind.
Yeah, that's insane.
It's crazy.
You can't let that happen. And if he only gets 4 games for
And
that.
another
it's
thing,
just-
I mean, I'm just kind of, I'm being kind of crazy right now, but saying this. But you see Balotelli, I didn't think much of it either until I saw the replays afterwards.
Right.
But you see Balotelli at the end of the game, he's laughing with Aguero.
Yeah.
He's covering his mouth.
Right.
And he's saying something to Aguero. I would pay $1 million to know exactly what he said to him. Because he was probably saying, did you see what I did? I should have been red carded. Instead, I go on and score the winner that could potentially win us the title.
Oh, man.
Unbefreaking-leavable.
No, listen. If he
He's guilty. Let me tell you.
course he's guilty.
First reaction, he looks at the ref.
Right.
First reaction.
Oh, he was laughing. He was freaking
unreal.
laughing. No, it was
Howard
funny.
Webb is a joke. World Cup, right? Doesn't he do the World Cup final?
Yeah.
I think it was the World Cup final or the Euro, whatever it was. It was a final. 14 yellow cards. More than double the previous record. Unbelievable.
Listen, if he only gets 4 games for this, that's just a shame. Suarez said some bad things. He got 8 games. This guy deserves at least that. Come on, man. You can seriously end somebody's career with a stomp like that.
I was surprised he wasn't more hurt.
I know. Well, Redknapp after the game said that he had a gash or that he cut his head.
He was lucky.
I'm not sure.
He was lucky because
it missed.
I mean, that's a big guy to come down all his weight down like that. But it wasn't even all his weight. It was just a stomp.
He stomped. He actually put actual force into it. It was horrible.
I put a poll to vote on our website, upper90studios.com, and was it accidental or was it intentional?
Yeah.
I'm curious to see what people think. Cause
I'm not. I know what they think. There's only one thing to think.
No way.
No.
People are going to think it was accidental.
Come on.
He had nowhere to put his foot.
Okay, the first time when he hit him.
The first time
when he hit him.
He was already on the ground three times.
When he hit his head with his shin, yes. And then when he stomped, no freaking way. Complete intent, nothing else.
Well, he's getting charged, and now it's 4 games because it's a second card.
Right.
And
I hope he gets more.
What do you think is going to happen? Because it's a big game against Liverpool in the Carling Cup.
I honestly, I don't.
Do you think he appeals to make it to that game?
I don't think they appeal.
You think he serves a ban immediately?
I think so.
Wow.
I think I don't think smart. So. There's no way they're going to appeal this because then he's going to end up with 6 or 7. They're going to get he's going to get at least one more for appealing and losing it because he's gonna. There's no way he wins this. Not ever.
Yeah, it was pretty.
There's something seriously wrong with the FA if they don't.
There's something seriously wrong with the FA if they didn't see Lescott's flying
elbow.
That's
what I'm saying. I mean, it was ridiculous.
It was crazy. It was crazy. To me that was worse because it was blatant.
Yeah.
This one you could have been like,
He didn't play the ball. No. He didn't play the man. He played an elbow to the guy's
but
face.
Balotelli's you could have said, he was off balance and the gravity and this.
No.
You could make some excuses. No. How do you make an excuse for Lescott's?
Yeah.
You can't.
No.
There's no excuse.
All right.
It was a clear elbow.
We have bashed Balotelli.
Straight red.
We've bashed Balotelli and City, for their antics, but Spurs fans, quit your freaking whining. That is not the reason you lost this game. Balotelli is not the reason you lost this game. Defoe is.
Yeah, Defoe is.
Oh my God.
And guess what?